Have you heard of a story of a tiger and the hunter? I'm sure when I ask you that, you'll say yes. But when I say, have you heard of a story where a tiger becomes a cat and the hunter remains as he is? Now the answer will be, let me think about it. In this video, I'm going to tell you that story. Hey friends, I'm CSK, your personal coach, and you're watching me on my channel CSK Speaks. Habits create people. In fact, human beings are creatures of habits. Look at your life closely. Every single thing we do is an outcome of our habit, and that's the reason why there are n number of books and n number of programs which talk about habits and changing habits and programming habits. The latest one, if I'm not wrong, is the book called Atomic Habits. I'm not here to sell you that, but I'm here to tell you the importance of habits. But even that, if you look at it, all of us know that how important habits are, isn't it? We all want to have good habits. But the problem is, what does it take to have good habits? The reality is, how long does it take for us to form and keep good habits? Yes, that is also being hacked. Some people say it takes 21 days for you to adopt a new habit. And if you want to make that habit a lifestyle, you should practice that for 90 days. Yes, as easy as it is said. But what if I flip even for a single day in between? Will that habit go away? That's a question which is a valid one. Then what if I am fast at learning my habits? What if it is a life-threatening situation? Do I really have to wait for 90 days? Like for example, if you are diagnosed with, say, some dreadful disease and you need to change your lifestyle and give up on certain things in your diet and start taking medicines, will you wait for 90 days to bring that into your habit? No, not at all. Or you are waiting for that famous audition or opportunity and they expect you to lose a couple of kilos. Will you say, no, wait, I'll wait for 90 days, get that habit of working out every day, and then I will lose my 2 kilos and then wait and go for audition? You think the audition is going to wait? It doesn't work. That means there is another factor working here, which is the time and also the importance you attach to the habit, which goes back to the fundamental concept of human being, survival. What Darwin said, survival of the fittest. So it's the people who adapt to the change, they survive faster. That's what is said now. I mean, look at the reality around us. Pandemic. Whatever we used to do earlier, we are no more doing it now. At least major portion of it, we are not doing it. We have changed our habits. We have changed our lifestyle. Now, did it take 90 days to change? Maybe, but the mindset changed faster, right? So I'm not here to tell you gyan about how habits change and all that, but I'm going to tell you a story. Remember the story I told you at the beginning of this video? The story of a tiger and a hunter. Now, this is not any typical story. This is a story which has a great lesson on habit formation for each of us. Now, when you look at this, the story goes like this. There was a tiger, quite a ferocious one, and one morning the hunter succeeds to trap it. He traps it, but he does not want to kill it. He looks at the tiger and then he says, okay, this is so beautiful. It is so perfect. Why will I kill it? I want to own it. And what does he mean by I want to own it? He wants to tame it and kind of tell the tiger to follow his guidelines, his directions, his commands. So he says, okay, I'm going to catch him and take him back to my village. So what he does, after he trapping, he gives a shot of a tranquilizer and he seduces the tiger, takes the tiger back with him, and then by the time the tiger wakes up after maybe 3 days, the tiger finds itself in the middle of a cage and in the middle of a village. So he's kept the big long cage for the tiger to have some movement, and then it is completely locked and sealed from all corners, and it is kept as a showpiece, as a prized possession for the sake of the villagers and the people in the town to gather and enjoy the sight of the tiger. Now the tiger wakes up, it discovers itself in the cage and looks around people gathered. It gets angry, it is ferocious, it starts roaring. It roars and roars and roars, and the hunter is sitting a distance away and he is waiting. After some time of roaring and screaming and throwing the tantrums from within the cage, the tiger mellows down. It sits down. The hunter walks up to the tiger. He goes to the tiger and talks to the tiger and says, "Are you hungry?" The tiger is still angry. It again roars. The hunter goes away. 1 week, the tiger is left to itself. After a week, the hunter comes. Asks the same question, "Are you hungry?" Now the tiger says, "Well, I am hungry, but I don't want your food, because I am a tiger and I hunt my food. Get lost from here." The hunter goes away. After a week, the hunter comes back. He asks the same question, "Are you hungry?" Now the tiger's anger has converted itself into frustration and weakness. Now the tiger says, "Yes, I am hungry." So the hunter gets flesh, some chickens, and then feeds the tiger. For survival, the tiger changes its stance from being angry and starts eating up the food. The hunter goes away, comes back after a week and asks, "Are you hungry now?" The tiger says, "Yes, where is my food? You were supposed to bring my food. I started eating the food what you gave me last time." So the hunter says, "Okay, I've got food, but this time I've not got food for you just like that. I want you to do something for me." So the tiger says, "What now? You've already caged me. I was free in the jungle and now I'm inside this, and now you expect me to follow your commands? Okay, tell me what now and give me that food." So the hunter says, "All right, now I want you to behave like a cat." "What do you mean behave like a cat? I am a tiger. I roar." No. "I want you to behave like a cat." "What does that mean?" "I want you to say meow." The tiger did not understand. He says, "I will give you the food if you say meow." The tiger says, "Okay, fine." And then he practices it a bit and then says meow in his own style. Now the hunter is jubilant and happy, and all the people who are gathered there starts clapping for him and the command he has over the tiger. And then he pushes the tray of food in front of him, only for the tiger to discover that it does not have chicken anymore, it has got dead rat. Remember, he wanted the tiger to behave like a cat, so he started giving them dead rats as food. Tiger could not help, he's hungry, he just ate up all the dead rats. A week later, the hunter comes back and he asks the tiger, "Are you hungry?" The tiger says, "Don't ask me that question. You told me to do meow, I did. You gave me some rats, I ate. Now please give me my food." The man says, "Well, yeah, I know that you have started to follow my commands, but I don't have even rats for you. I brought grass." "What? I am a non-vegetarian. I am a cannibal, or I am a man-eater, or I am a person, or I am a tiger who eats flesh. How can you expect me to eat grass? I am not going to eat grass." He says, "Well, take it or leave it. That's your choice. I have grass and I am keeping it in front of you. It's up to you." And then the hunter walks away. Tiger walks around a little inside the cage and decides, "Okay, let me go and have it because I have no other choice. I am fully under this particular hunter's command." The tiger starts eating the grass. Now looking at this, the village people and the people who are watching there, they go crazy. The hunter made the tiger eat grass. After a while, the village people loses interest because nobody wants to watch a grass eating tiger, isn't it? And then the story ends, the hunter and the tiger are left to themselves, and every villager goes back to their life. Now, what is the lesson or learning for us? It's not about what happened after the tiger began eating grass. It's what happened before the tiger started to eat grass. Look at the gradual change in the behavior of the tiger. First 2 weeks, angry. He was ready to even starve. After that, he started mellowing down, and then he ate chicken. Chicken. Not hunting, just served chicken. And after a week, he started behaving like a cat and even ate dead rats. And we all know that tiger do not eat dead meat, but he ate. And then, worse is he moved on from dead rat to eating grass. Now you look at that into habits. Take for our life as an example. We all have that old habit which behaves like a tiger, which roars, which is angry, which does not cooperate with you for the first 2 weeks. After that, it mellows down and it starts making some amends, but it still waits for an opportunity to roar back at you. But again, if you are persistent enough, it is ready to even completely remove its nature or its habit of eating flesh and transform into eating grass, which means it's a new creature altogether, right? A tiger eating grass is no tiger at all. It has transformed itself into a new creature. Habits are like that. They have the power to transform you into a different person altogether. And that's why people say, I will teach you how to be the new version of you, better version of you. Nobody can teach you. You can teach yourself. You can change the habit, and the habits will change you. And now you remember what Darwin said, survival. Why did the tiger do all of this? He did it because he wanted to survive. No matter what. It may not be the jungle, it may not be the forest, it may not be the freedom, but he still wants to survive in that cage. He still wants to live. And that's why he started eating the grass. So with this, we all can understand that we can change habits so that habits can change us into a better version or a different version and transform us. And two, we can adopt any habit as long as we have the thirst for survival. And when we have the thirst for survival, when we want it, habits will change and habits will form, and we will get changed because of the newly formed habits. I hope you have enjoyed this, and if you have enjoyed it, if you have learned something, I want you to comment one habit which you think you would want to change. And maybe you can even ask me that as a question. I want to change this habit, and how can I change it? Maybe I can make a video on that particular comment of yours, on that question of yours, and come back with an answer. Let's walk this journey together.